There are 3 things you will never manifest with the law of attraction. But here's the thing. Knowing these 3 things will make you a much better manifester, and it will get rid of a lot of that insecurity that we often feel when it comes to manifesting. So it's important to get these things out here so you can just know once and for all, you're never going to manifest these 3 things. The first thing you're never going to manifest with the law of attraction is perfection. Perfection. This is so important for people to understand because frequently people are trying to manifest perfection. They want the perfect relationship. They want the perfect job, the perfect body, the perfect health, perfect this, perfect that. Well, we live in an infinite universe. And what that means is it isn't possible to reach the point of perfection. When I was a little girl, I was into figure skating. So I was one of those little girls that liked watching the Olympics and the girls in the fancy little dresses doing their twirls and their spins. And so I took some figure skating lessons, but it wasn't something that I did long term. Eventually we kind of figured out that wasn't going to be a long-term option for me. So it was really just something I did as a young girl. And when I was very little, I used to love watching the Olympics. I loved watching figure skaters on TV. And I was very, very keen on how the sport worked, how it was scored, what all the jumps looked like, what all the spins looked like. And it was shocking to me when I watched the last Olympics because I hadn't really watched much figure skating in a very long time. It was something I did a lot when I was younger, but as I got older and I stopped skating, it was just something I stopped following. Well, in the last Winter Olympics, I was watching and I was floored because what the girls were able to do now was so much bigger than what they were able to do when I was a little girl. See, when I was a little girl, if a woman could do a triple axel, that was almost unheard of. There was like 2 women on earth who could do it. And that's essentially 3.5 spins in the air. No women were doing quadruple jumps. It was not happening. And at this last Olympics, almost every woman was able to do a quadruple jump, at least in the top echelon of the skaters. And not only that, they were doing quadruple jumps in combination with other jumps where they jump and jump, do 2 jumps. And they had their hands over their heads while they were doing it. And I was amazed because it was so far beyond what perfection was back in the 80s and the 90s. And you see this all over the place. We hit kind of a pinnacle with something and we get even better. We get even faster. We get even stronger. That's always happening because perfection isn't possible. What have you seen in the world like this that has shocked you with how much better it's gotten? Go ahead and share it below in the comments to jog all of our memories on how just important this is, that no matter how good it is right now, it's always getting better. And the things that were amazing back in the past are nothing today because perfection isn't possible. Wherever we are, we can always get better. So go ahead and find another story like I did there with the figure skaters. What's something that you've seen improve dramatically? Go ahead and share it with me below because I'd love to hear about it. All right, now here's the next thing. You're never going to manifest with the law of attraction. So you might as well just give up, okay? Might as well just give up because this one right here is the thorn in everyone's side, but you just got to kind of accept it, okay? You're never going to manifest eternal satisfaction. You're never going to be satisfied for very long. It's just not going to happen. And I guarantee you've seen this. You've seen this. Have you gotten something and then been over it just about the time that you got it? My husband just purchased a new BMW. And when he rolled up with that thing and I heard it growling into the driveway, I was so excited. Oh my gosh, let's go see the new car. 2 days later, it's just another car in the driveway. You know, it's not that exciting anymore. Is this happening to you? I know it is. When was the last time this happened to you, where you manifested something and then it was like not a big deal and you immediately wanted to manifest something else? Go ahead and share that with me. Share that with me below in the comments, because this is something we all experience, because it's not possible to be eternally satisfied. Again, we live in an eternal and expanding and an infinite universe. Things can always get better. We're never at the point of perfection. So no matter what we manifest, we're always going to want to manifest more. And a lot of times when people get into this place of feeling that sense of dissatisfaction again, they start to get upset about it and they let it drag down their vibration, because they think it means they're doing something wrong or they're not getting everything that they want. But this is a fundamental part of what it means to be human on earth as a creator, is that you're always going to be reaching for more. So satisfaction, total satisfaction is never going to happen. Sorry. But accept it. Accept it as part of the process and it won't bug you so much. All right. Now we've got another thing that you're never going to manifest here. This one on the list was probably my least favorite and the thing that I've pushed against the most until accepting it. Okay, it's real important to understand. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction videos like this that teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out videos like this every single week, and I know you'll enjoy coming along for the ride. All right, but here's another thing you're never going to manifest. And this one would really grind my gears, okay? Especially when I first learned about the law of attraction. And I was doing my best to raise my vibration. I was doing best to clear my blocks and get into that place where I can just manifest. And this I started to notice, and it really bothered me for a while. And now I accept it as a part of the process, and I've reframed it from being a negative thing into a positive. Okay. But the thing that you're never going to manifest, never going to do it. I'm sorry. You're never going to get rid of all of your limiting blocks. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Maybe you've experienced this and noticed this, okay, where you start to let go of limitations that used to hold you back, but then another one pops up and you're like, oh, wait, why am I believing in that? I got to clear that block. And then something else comes up and you got to clear another block. And there's always this sense that you are constantly, like layers of an onion, peeling back blocks that do not serve you. Okay, so for instance, I mentioned before on my channel, I used to be a pretty serious drug addict. Okay, so I was real deep into opiates. I was a heavy drinker. I've done a lot. All right, but when I first got clean, I was really just focused on getting off the hard stuff, you know, getting off the dope and also getting off the alcohol. And in doing that, I felt like I had made a big accomplishment. I had let go of the limitation that I needed those substances. And I thought I was done. But I wasn't done. You know, in fact, I recently, just a couple of months ago, I quit drinking caffeine. And this was something I'd thought about, but I never really thought I was going to be able to get over. I never really thought about it. I never really questioned it. I didn't really worry about it, but I was very dependent on having coffee in the morning, leaning on energy drinks to kind of get me through the day. And there was this belief structure back there that I needed caffeine to give me a jolt, and that if I didn't take caffeine, I wasn't going to have enough energy to get through the day and to do all the things that I wanted to do. And perhaps my personality would be more dull. And I didn't even realize it because I got off the heavy stuff. I thought I was good. I thought I'd cleared every block I needed to in terms of addiction and dependency, but this one was still sitting there. And I had to change my belief structures about caffeine and what it does to me, and that I don't need that. I don't need that for the energy. The energy comes from me. It doesn't come from the caffeine. Like, I had to work through that again. And so I'm always seeing this where there'll be big strides that I make where I pull off a big layer of onion, but there's another one sitting in there I haven't even thought about. Here's the thing to understand. See, we live in physical reality, and physical reality is fundamentally built on limitations. Limitations. You're over there, I'm over here. This countertop is hard. This light is bright. Those are limitations. They are labels that we place on things that build our foundation. They build our reality. Our reality is built on these rules. And the rules are simply limitations we believe in. We believe the countertop is going to be hard, therefore it is. We believe that the light is going to project light, therefore it does. And so that's great because that allows us to build a physical reality, but it means that our physical reality is built on limitations. And as you keep going forward, as you keep looking forward for that eternal perfection that you never get to, you're always going to find that some of these rules don't work. They don't work. They're not going to allow you to get to that next level. And so no matter where you are, there's always going to be a limitation for you to clear. You're not bad. You're not wrong. You're not doing anything wrong because you have limitations. You're simply rising up to that next level by letting go of what no longer serves you. Now, again, this can be looked at in a positive way, not a negative way, like, oh my goodness, I have all these blocks. I'm never going to get rid of blocks, an eternal amount of blocks. That really sucks, right? But the positive thing here, the really good thing is, whenever you let go of a block, you become more free and your vibration raises even more. So while you may have an eternal amount of blocks and you may have an eternity until you get to perfection, that also means that your happiness can get higher and higher and higher. Your vibration will get higher and higher and higher the more of these blocks you release. So look forward to them. And I know we're starting to get into spring break time here, at least here in the United States, and people are starting to think about getting into physical shape for swimsuits and all of that. So if that's been on your mind, you will definitely want to go ahead and pick up my Law of Attraction manifesting sheet for getting into physical condition, getting into the body of your dreams. Again, I'm 43 years old. I've got 2 kids and I am in the best shape of my life, and I credit the principles of the Law of Attraction that I've outlined in this tip sheet, and it's free. So if you would like to go ahead and pick that up and get yourself into your springtime, summertime body, please go ahead and go to bestbodytips.com. Again, that is bestbodytips.com. And I'll also go ahead and put a link below in the description. Additionally, if you are new to my work here, I would love to invite you to take my 5-minute Law of Attraction test. If you would like to know for sure, finally, that you are the creator of your reality, and what's going on in your mind is what you draw into your world, I've designed a very simple, very quick 5-minute test where you can prove it to yourself. Put something out and watch it come back. And to take that test now, please go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that link is manifestingtest.com. I'll also go ahead and put that one below in the description. But again, manifestingtest.com is the direct link. Thanks so much for watching today's video on these things that you will never manifest. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another video soon. Bye-bye.